What is up, my friends? Welcome back to another episode of the My Friend and I podcast. We are back after a holiday hiatus. I know that
break.
I know that as you're watching this, it is February already. Hope you guys had a good holiday season and a good January.
A good new
But
year.
yeah, but I have to apologize. We've been really busy with the all the church stuff, and it just family life and holidays. So, but now we're back at it again. Put down in the comments below what's been new so far in the new year. But guys, we're already into February.
2026.
Who would have thunk that we are in February already? That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah, man. But hey, we're back. Come on, somebody. Give me your hey, give me your ho, give me your everybody wants a joke. Hey.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, welcome back. We didn't end with a question the last time.
Yeah, we didn't have a question of the day,
No,
but
it was a silly. Didn't we do a Christmas video?
we did, guys.
Yeah.
The Christmas video was hilarious.
It was so good.
I laughed, I died, and I was the one who made it. You know, it was
We were
hilarious.
cracking up.
If
laughing.
you missed out on it, go back, take a watch. It is probably our funniest video to date. It's a good time. We just make a bunch of cookies, or we make 2 cookies,
Yeah. No, we had 3 cookies.
3 cookies, and yeah, I'm just gonna say that much.
Your cookie sprinkles everywhere.
I'm just gonna say that much. We're just
Oh my gosh! But we need to tell them about the sprinkle dates.
The
That didn't come up in the podcast.
sprinkle dates.
Yeah, we realized after the video was done that our sprinkles were like 10
Oh
plus
yeah,
years
it
old.
was out of date. It was bad.
It was bad.
Yeah, but
my gosh.
you know, but we only use it for the video.
Yeah.
once
We're
a
gonna
year,
buy
so.
new sprinkles next time.
No, but it was it was fun. It was a blast to record that one. But go check it out if you guys haven't seen it yet. But you know, we're just gonna get right back into it, right where we kind of left off with talking about the different topics of young adulthood. And if you're new to the videos and to the channel and to the podcast, we are the My Friend and I podcast, and we like talking about young adult topics. Not necessarily like we're not. Obviously we're young adults, but we're not. Any sort of professional or pastors or anybody to give any real advice. But what we do like to do is we like to talk about these things because we are kind of going through them too.
Yep.
And and if you are a young adult, then you can also you might also be going through them too, and just kind of talking through these topics that we feel should be talked about in the young adults community. So we are also a worship based podcast as well, so we do from time to time talk about some worship stuff too, but we definitely love talking about doing life together as young adults. So
Yep.
and we have this motto. If you guys know it with me, say it with me, folks. EATL. That's right. EATL. We got EETL. All right, not 2 T's,
Not 2 L's.
but 2 E's.
Took me a minute.
That's right.
So it's been a while.
It's been a while, but it stands for to encourage, engage, teach, and learn. We want to encourage each other, engage with each other, teach and learn from each other. So if you're an OG and you know what episode that came from, drop it down in the comments below so that those new folks can go and check it out where it all began.
I don't think I even know where
I think it's like episode 3 or episode 2. I forget which one.
I
it was.
remember you coming to me and saying, I have an idea.
And then we're like,
Beetle. And then
something
I didn't say it was good. And then we just
we
decided.
just kept doing it. It's something that the
works, though.
folks could take away from the video. I was like,
I like it.
EATL, and
Yeah.
now we have EATL. So some merch, maybe pocket shirts that have EETL.
I love it.
That'd be
I think we should.
sick-alicious.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so welcome. We're so glad that you are tuning in today. But yeah, so if you guys haven't yet, give us a subscribe down on the bottom there if you're on YouTube, or give us a follow on the Spotify and the Apple Podcast and on Instagram.
Did you say NewTube?
No, I said.
You said instead of new to YouTube.
Oh, I said.
You said
you to
YouTube?
YouTube.
NewTube.
Go ahead and give us a follow. We'd love to have you join us.
Want to build the community.
Yes.
I love it. Well, today's topic is
Something that is fresh for said new year. Because I think we're all walking into the new year thinking about new things. We did a podcast episode about New Year's resolutions and like things to take away into the new year. a while
Was that
ago.
from like last year?
Yeah, like last year.
Yeah, guys, we're already into our. Is it our second year
Yeah,
of podcast?
we're over 2 years now.
Yeah, here we go.
Which is wild.
Come on.
You were like just married, kidless.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not just married. We
It
probably
was wild.
just moved into the home. Maybe
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. But the last one we did for that new year, we talked about like change and things. And I think it's kind of like on topic a bit because we are talking about comparison today is our topic.
That's right. Don't think it's not what you think it is.
Yeah, and it's like comparing yourself in this season to other young adults in their seasons.
That's right.
And I think as we walk into the new year, we often do that a lot because people have this mindset of, oh, I want my life to look like this.
Or
I want my life to look like
I'm
this.
expected to do this.
Yeah, so the pressure's high and anxiety is high. So we're talking about that a bit today.
But before we get into that, Rachel, how you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Oh, that is why you hesitate.
Life's a lot right now. I just started a new semester today at my school.
If y'all don't know, Rachel's a teacher.
I'm a full-time middle school teacher.
Yeah, middle school teacher.
So
Oof.
it's a lot. I love my kids so much. But today I met 208 new kids.
Jeez.
And all my classes start over because it's like quarterly.
Is it quarterly or
quarterly and semesters?
Oh.
So every quarter I get new 6th and 7th graders, but then every semester I get new 6th and 7th graders as well as 8th graders. And theirs is a full semester class. So all of my classes changed today. All new faces, new kids.
Because it's the beginning of the
semester. Because it's the beginning. And
Ooh.
I've seen my 7th and 8th graders before because it's my second year teaching. But my 6th graders were just new and exciting and a lot. So my voice is like already... It's Monday and my voice is like out already.
I forget that it's Monday. Jeez.
Yeah,
Louise.
I feel like it's Friday.
It's the start
That's
of the week
not
already.
good.
Yeah.
But yeah, besides that, I'm doing okay. I also busted my knee.
Yeah, Rachel just came in like to church one day and was just like, she was limping.
Yeah,
was
I don't
limping.
know. There wasn't like a thing that happened. It was my knee started to really hurt, and I thought it was my ACL. I was like, I'm out. I'm going to have surgery. This is not good. And then I went, my brother Matthew, shout out to Matthew for driving me places. He took me to the emergency orthopedic place.
Yeah.
Got x-rays, and they were like, hey, it's your kneecap. It's like sliding.
That's nasty.
Which is so gross. So basically, one of my kneecaps is like sliding into the bone underneath it, and it's been doing it a while. Because it's gotten pretty short. My right kneecap is shorter than my left kneecap now.
Oh yeah.
And it's been doing it a while to the point where it's almost bone to bone. So that's why it hurts
and
so
that's
bad.
painful. Like that's
it's not cute.
No,
it's
if anybody,
fun.
if you have ever known anyone with like joint pain, like it's like
it's not. It hurts so bad, and you can't get anywhere. So all day it's just sore and achy. I know what it is now though, so there's ways to heal, and I'm doing all the things.
You gotta do some like physical therapy maybe, and some
which is not cute. It's not.
No.
Good. It's just a lot of work.
They make you do some of these old grandma like exercises,
like stretches and stuff.
Yeah.
And I wear like a brace during the day when I'm walking around. But oh my gosh.
So how long do you think? How long can you go walking before like it starts to like hurt a lot?
Like not long.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not even walking. Like I can get here and there pretty easily without feeling anything.
Sure.
But it's when I'm starting to twist because this is how. So
let me warn you now.
Let me warn you about this now. Is don't stand in one position and twist your legs back and forth with your feet still forward.
She's a sprinkler if you think about it.
Yes. That's literally what I'm doing. Is I'm standing in one spot but I'm twisting my body.
No, yeah.
And so then my knees are twisting and that's what was happening. And so they're like, it happens a lot to athletic people, like runners and stuff. And I was like, that's not me.
That's
I can't. The only thing
Rachel,
I can think about.
What kind of sports are you into, Rachel?
Literally none. I was a tambourine.
The flag.
I was a ribbon twirler. Tambourine girl.
Yo, bring it back.
Oh, throwback. I wish I could find a photo that Matthew can insert.
Yes, I know. Like, if you found one, Matthew, let us know. We'll post it up.
He's not. It's not. There's none.
Bam.
What was I talking about?
Your knee.
My knee. Oh.
Century. You're a century. You know.
Oh, this is what I think it is. It's worship.
This is where
I think
this
a
is where,
big
yes.
chunk of it comes from worshiping. Because for 11 years now, I've
yeah,
been
tell us what you do.
I've been a worship leader for 11 years.
Yes.
At the church that Tim works at.
And that I work at. Look at that.
And when I worship, I stand in one position and I sway back and forth.
She sways back, which is
So
it's fine.
I broke my knees for the Lord,
But
I think
yo,
that's a
guy,
mix
hold
of,
on.
It's a mix of
hold
that.
on. Let's in the comments down below. Can we just get a hashtag break your knees for the Lord? Like, come on.
I love him so much. No, I think it's a mix of that as well as my first year and a half of teaching.
You were walking
twisting.
a lot. Yeah,
So it's just overtime, but build good knee muscles and
work those knees.
So
work those knees.
Yeah. That being said, other than that, life's good. It's what it is.
It is what it is, man. It is.
Tim,
It's just one of those. It's one of those seasons, It's just it is what it is.
This is another month.
With the broken knees for the
broken knees.
Broken knees for God. Come on, guys.
I love it.
Come on, guys.
What's new with you, Tim?
Not much. We just got, obviously we got done.
Do you know what? Every time we film a podcast, you mention a new piece of furniture.
Yeah.
And in my gut, I'm like, he's gonna say something about the new piece of furniture.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we do have a new piece of furniture in the house, guys. Believe it or not.
It's such an adult thing.
I don't know what about.
it.
I don't know what it is, guys. If you guys are a homeowner and you guys are, you level with me here, but it's always like you just look at a room and you're like, I want to switch it up, and then you just like get rid of all your furniture and then you buy new. No, just me, just me. So for those who've been here for a while, this couch hasn't always been this brown leather couch. It was a blue cloth couch.
Yeah.
Guys, you guys remember that? Two guys, or how would you say it?
Two bros
Sitting on a blue couch.
talking about stuff.
Which is two bros sitting on a blue couch.
Yeah.
But we switched that out. We also had a different coffee table. We also had different. So this whole room, this whole set changed.
It's
kind
changed.
of
If
over
you
the
go
year.
back, you see the progression.
there's like pieces
And then
of
there's like
furniture
two
that
videos at our house, at my house.
Yeah, that we just did. But we just got a new chair in this room. You may not see it, but it's just off to my right here. And it's we had an old rocking chair. But
what'd you do with it?
So the story of the rocking chair. I love telling this story. There's really nothing but it's it was Grace and I's first piece of furniture we've ever bought. And we weren't even married. We just bought it and we left it in my parents' basement until we moved in together. So it was this piece of furniture that we bought together. We bought it at Savers. Yes, we bought it at Savers.
Wasn't it orange?
It was orange, yeah, and it was like this 1995 rocking chair, mint condition though, bright orange. Don't know why that catered to us. We don't own anything that's orange, or none of the places we've lived had orange.
It screams your wife from
yes, I think that's what it is though. I think it's because Grace thought it was cute.
2021 Graceland.
Grace, if you guys get a chance to know her,
Granola girl Graceland.
You'll figure out that Grace is kind of like she likes really dumb things. No.
She's probably in the other room,
not because it's
offended.
dumb, or not because she's dumb, but it's because it's just a weird thing, and she thinks it's absolutely cute. She just thinks it's the most adorable thing. And so she sees this dinky rocking chair. It's orange. It's old. I'm pretty sure it's had one too many farts on it. And she looked at it. She goes, "That's such a cute chair." And so we ended up buying it, and it was I think it was like $25 or something.
Yeah.
And we bought it out of Savers. And
where did it end up though?
So when we decided to get this chair, so we had it for 3 years.
Yeah.
It was our oldest piece of furniture. When we got this one, we ended up bringing it to a Goodwill.
We thrifted the thrifted chair.
So we thrifted the thrifted chair. So
it's back home. It's back where it belongs.
Yeah, so now somebody
that there's a young couple out there
exactly. I was about to say so now
now
they can go and buy that one too,
and
that could be their first piece of furniture, And I will tell you, I bought it with one too many farts, and I'm pretty sure I put in one too many farts.
That's a wild thing to say. It's too much.
Guys, I'm vulnerable here with you guys. Okay, if you guys all have that one chair. Okay.
You just fart. You go to that chair to fart.
Just me? No,
it's just you. It's just you too.
That's the thing, right, guys? Come on now. No, but that's what we ended up doing with it.
My God.
So now we have a new chair here now. It's just a small lounge chair, not lounge chair, an accent chair.
It's nice though.
It's very comfy. Matches the brown leather couch here.
Yeah.
But anyways, other than that, life is pretty good.
All right. So comparison.
Yeah. So back to today's topic.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
well,
boy.
I love it. Side note, I'd love to hear what your guys' life has been like.
Yeah.
So
Let us know.
besides like the topic today, like
Yeah.
if you have life updates, like please let us know. Like we'd
You can
love to hear from you.
Yeah, you can contact us via our Instagram page or our
Yeah.
Facebook page. Send us a message. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah.
We'd love to
It's a
engage,
community.
encourage, and teach and learn from y'all.
Yeah.
So come on now.
Something that
We started a few podcasts ago. Tim thought of a really good idea is to start with a Bible encouragement.
Yeah, one that kind of ties in with the topic.
Yeah, we're going through how to do the podcast in different like brainstorming and different layouts and things, and
yeah, we just said this would be like a good way to ease into the
The
topic.
topic a little bit.
And we just love to incorporate Jesus in everything we do.
Come on.
This one, Tim found it.
we all know it. It's a good one.
It's Proverbs 16:9. It says, "The heart of man plans his way, but the Lord establishes his steps."
And I just want to talk about speak on that a
Yeah.
little bit, just how deep that kind of goes. It's very quick in chapter 16. There, it's just one line, and it talks about a bunch of other things. But I feel like as young adults, that's kind of almost a season that we're in as young adults. Is that when we're coming out of college, we're coming out of high school, we're trying to figure out life. We have all these things that we want to happen. Right. And again, this goes into our topic. We want a bunch of things to happen. Maybe for some of us, we want to be successful in our job. We want to find a career job, right? We want to use our training, our experience to go and make a difference in the field that we want to be in. Or maybe you want to start a family. You want to get married, start a family. Maybe you want to be a homeowner. Maybe you want to be a property owner, a business owner, whatever it may be. We have all these ideas that we want to make happen. But the only one that makes it happen is the Lord, right? And so this verse kind of speaks to that. We have all these things in our hearts, but at the end of the day, the person that puts our path in place, our steps in place, is indeed the Lord.
Yeah.
And so, which kind of ties into our topic today, which is
Comparison.
So why don't we go ahead and dig into that?
Yeah.
And mainly, the idea is, as young adults, whether you're going into college, whether you just came out of college, whether if you're already well into your 20s and you're trying to figure out life, how often is it that we catch ourselves? I catch myself doing this all the time, like comparing ourselves to other young adults who may be quote unquote farther in life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just an experience that I had. I'm gonna be vulnerable here for a second, but right out of college, so I graduated college with a ministry degree in worship and creative arts. And so you might be thinking, well, Tim, what's the problem with that? You're a worship director at church. I know, it's great. I love it, and it's my passion. But I only just received this job last year. I graduated, 3-4 years ago at this point. And so it took me this long, and this is my first ministry thing. This is my first ministry job. Yeah, I've helped churches around, volunteer wise, and I've at the church I was at before, I was very involved in the worship, but I was not on a vocational level. So coming out of college, I was very stressed, very frustrated. I'm seeing all of my friends scoring their first ministry gigs, right? People who are younger than I, people who, who maybe have been in internships and then they get hired on, So I'm like, I had an internship, but I didn't get hired on,
Yeah.
And so now I'm stuck in this position where I'm like, all my friends are getting hired. I'm not getting hired, what am I supposed to do, God? What am I supposed to do? And I was in such a frustrated point in my life because the place that I want to be didn't have anything for me, right? They didn't have anything for me. They couldn't do anything for me, so I had to leave that in order to pursue something else, in hopes that God presents something to me. Little did I know that it would take me, almost 3 years to be in that place where I wanted to be when I graduated college. But I remember I was sitting in my car, and I was just done hanging out with Grace, and I just broke down in my car because I was just so upset and frustrated with God. I was like, God, what are you doing? What do you want me to do? Where do you want me to be? Nothing is lining up. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to do this. I'm expecting this. I'm expecting that. I thought that this was the way that you wanted me to go, because at that point, right, like I had shifted my degree from music education to ministry because I felt the Lord leading me a different direction. And so I'm like, was this a mistake? Did I just give up all this? Was it a mistake? Was I being, naive? Was I just like, was it not the Holy Spirit pushing me to leave my educational career, to pursue ministry? Like, what is going on? I was so upset. And I remember like just praying to the Lord. I'm like, you know what, Lord, I'm done trying to play my games, because like in my heart, one of my leaders at the time was like, had shared like a good word with me, and it was that like, what was it? It was like, as soon as you like let go of the thing that God is trying to do in your life, then God can really work, right? And so he's like, don't try to be God doing the things in your life. Let him work in your life. And that word just pressed on me during that moment, and I was like, you know what, Lord, you're right. Like, I am done trying to make things happen because that's not how you want it to be done anyways. This is, my timeline is on your timeline. And so I gave it up to God, and I was like, that's it. And yeah, it still hurt, don't get me wrong. Like, I still had to like watch my friends go into their ministry jobs and watch my friends be successful and doing the things that they went to school for, or they get married and they're having kids and all that stuff. But as soon as I let go, man, there was a huge pressure off my shoulders. And then I, of course, then the next 3 years happened, and I got married, found this job, had a baby, bought a house. It was awesome, and so the Lord really, as soon as I stopped trying to hold the bull by the horns, a bull that I couldn't handle, and I'm like, God, help me. But then things started to fall in place. But all that to say is that I had an expectation for myself. Right. And I had an expectation because I saw everybody else succeeding. I saw everybody else doing the things that I wanted to do. But that doesn't necessarily mean that God isn't going to somehow get you there. It's the means of waiting and allowing God to get you there. And so, if that's something that maybe you're going through, I would say maybe take a prayer and sit with the Lord and maybe reflect on that. Am I allowing you to do the things that you want to do in my life, or am I trying to do too much, or am I trying to take a hold of the bull that I can't handle yet, right? And allowing the Lord to come and intervene in your life. And things will start. God willing, things will start to fall in place for you. But how often is it that we compare ourselves and our situations with other people of the same age, where we're like, well, I'm seeing Johnny graduating and going straight into his ministry. Oh, I'm seeing Bobby over there getting married. He's getting married next month, and I haven't even had a single date since high school, or something like that. It can be very discouraging. And it hurts, and and it's definitely a season where it's probably one of the most important seasons for young adults, is allowing ourselves to let the Lord intervene in our lives, especially those very vulnerable moments there. So yeah,
that was good.
Yeah, just a little testimony for you.
Oh, like a little Tim rant.
There you go.
2 things stood out to me there. The first thing was, I think it's cool to hear a story. Thank you for sharing, Tim. I think it's cool to hear a story where you said, I let go and let God take the reins, and then 3 years went by. Because I think we often we're like, all right, I'm going to let God take the reins so the thing happens. And I think that that's so false, because it doesn't just happen. Sometimes it does. Maybe Lord will be like, all right, there you go. Like, you let me take the reins. But sometimes it takes 3 years. It takes 5 years, 10
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
And when you let go of those things, you were then able to like fully invest in the next things. Like
For
you,
sure.
you got to marry Graceland and
For sure.
have your baby and buy a house and stuff. And because that pressure was like kind of let go, you got to then apply yourself into those things more. And I think that we let ourselves get so fixated on the things that feel really heavy and weigh us down that we're unable then to feel light and happy in those other things. And so
Yeah.
I think it's cool to hear you say like, once I let God go, or once I let God go and take the reins, then I was able to then like find joy in those things and trust that
Yeah.
the thing was going to come. It's also cool because like you said, your profession changed. Like you thought in high school or in college like you were going to teach music. And I think we have this story in our mind sometimes where we're like, God's going to take the reins and this is going to happen.
Yeah, and everything's just gonna start
it's-
happening like this.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it could just not be that.
Right.
Like I think about times where it's not big things, not like a big life thing, but I remember one time I was in college, and my first year at college, I went to community college, and I was just an art degree, and I was like, oh, do I want to teach art, or do I want to just be a teacher, or do I want to do this? And in my gut, I was like, I just want to be an artist. I don't want to have to teach people. I just want to be an artist.
Yeah, yeah.
And so then I was like, I'm gonna let God take the reins, and he's gonna lead me to art. And then he led me to be an art teacher. And I think that like, I'm so happy that I'm not just an
Yeah,
artist and I
yeah.
get to be an art teacher. And so I think that like if you let God take the reins, you'd be surprised at like the actual amazing good thing that's gonna come out of it that you didn't even realize was gonna happen. And so like in your story, it's cool because he answered your prayer and he found you that job that you really wanted. But I think for some people, like God could do something and you're not going to see it coming.
Yeah.
And it's going to be
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah, and I want to say two things too. It's like it's so funny that the one thing I was super stressed about, at that time was my job,
Yeah.
but it was the very last thing.
Yeah.
On the list that God had for me.
Yeah.
Like I got married before then. I had my child before then.
Yeah.
I had I bought a house before then.
Yeah. All those big
all
adult
those things.
things.
I know all those things happened before
Yeah.
I got that job, and it was so funny because that was the one thing that was just I was just so fixated on right out of college.
Yeah.
And as soon as I'm like, you know what, God, you take it. He was like, yeah, because guess what? That's not what I had for you anyways right out of college.
Yeah.
And I remember the thing that my leader and one of my mentors told me was during that time was focus on the things that God has revealed to you already.
Yeah.
And don't focus so much of the things that God has yet to reveal to you. There's no point in doing that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like you're just going to be stressing out about the things that are unseen, and you you lose your perspective on the things that you already have.
Yeah.
And at that point, right, I was engaged to Grace. We're about to get married, and we're planning this wedding. It's like focus on that. Why you're
Yeah.
focusing so much on this? Like that
Yeah.
has not happened yet.
Mm-hmm.
And so, sometimes our thoughts can get to a place where it consumes us.
Yeah.
It consumes our minds, consumes our hearts, and from that consumption, we can become bitter towards God. And so I just encourage you, if you're listening, I just encourage you to let that all go, sit with God, and really allow Him, just give it up to God. And I promise you, things will start to fall in place. It may not look like the way you expected it to look, and it always is that case, isn't it?
Yeah,
It just never falls into place the way that you
Yeah.
expect it to. But things start to fall in place.
Yeah.
Which is a wonderful thing, but it's just like that moment of just like letting go.
Yeah. I want to jump back to the word comparison now.
Yeah.
Because I think we have this idea, and we've been talking and rambling about like how we want our lives to get to a certain point. But then I think when we lean into that stress, then you start the comparison process.
You look at other people.
You're looking at other people. And we live in such a visual world.
Yeah, for sure.
You're on Instagram and you see like maybe like 18, within like a minute, you can see 18 people, different lives that you wish you had. And I think like my number one tip to that is I do think there is good that comes out of seeing other people's lives because it's motivating. It's like I want to pursue things that are good. But then I think it becomes really harmful when you start to try to live that life because it's, again, not the life that the Lord is laying out in front of you. It's what media is putting on in front of you. And I think something that I have always found encouraging is I remember my mom told me this once. I don't remember the exact thing that she said, but she told me I was so upset because I don't think she probably doesn't even remember this moment, but I
Sure.
remember it like very vividly. Is I was at an ice skate. I used to be a figure skater.
Yeah, guys. One of the,
Random fact
one
about
of the many
me.
things that
Isn't that
Rachel-
random?
One of the many Rachels.
For
guys.
like 8 years, it was wild.
You did it for
wouldn't-
that long?
Yeah, you
Oh my
wouldn't know.
gosh.
We would go ice skating. You couldn't tell. I would. I
Falling
just
all
like.
over the place.
Well, no, it's just I don't fall.
Yeah.
Like that's it. I can't do any tricks anymore. I just don't fall.
Wait, did you used to do like the?
Yeah, I can spin.
Really?
I can do a spin still. I can spin still, and I can like lift my foot up.
What do they call that though? They call it a cork. A cork? No, that's not right.
Corks? What?
What did they call it? A triple
Triple axle?
triple axles. That's what they
Couldn't be me. No.
call it. No.
I can spin on both skates, not one foot,
Okay.
and I can put a foot up, and I could do a crossover where you like you cross your feet, and I
There
go
you go.
backwards.
Oh, there you go. There
I
you
could
go.
do a few things.
See, Rachel being a humble
My
over
favorite
here.
is it's called shoot the duck, and you put your
I-
foot.
I
you,
do
you
that.
hold. You go down, and you hold one foot out in front of you,
Yeah.
like you're gonna shoot a duck. It's
That's
called shoot
pretty
the duck.
cool.
Yeah, I probably would fall on my butt.
I do that every fall. Duck opener happens in September.
Yeah.
Love shooting ducks.
What were we talking about?
Comparison. You're
What
talking
was
about
I
your
doing?
mom. You and your mom.
Oh, there
Figure
we go.
skating.
It's another one of those ones.
And there it is. No.
No, where's? Okay. Yes, there it
Yes.
is.
Yes.
I was at a figure skating show. I used to do
Yes.
shows.
Okay.
I didn't do competitions. I just performed and stuff on
Okay,
the ice
okay.
with groups of girls and boys. I remember I was comparing myself very vividly to other girls because I was okay, this is so funny because I'm short. I'm a pretty short girl now. But when I hit like 13, I was like the tallest girl in the class. And it wasn't that I was like bigger, it was just I was taller.
Sure.
And it really stressed me out because ice skates give you more
Height.
height.
Yeah.
And I was so anxious because my dress was like too short. And the lady was like, "Oh, we can make it longer for you because it was too short."
Your dress?
Yeah, like 'cause
Okay.
the skirt of it.
Okay.
Because I was lengthy.
Yep. You were lanky.
Okay. And I was really like in this mindset of like, oh my gosh, like I'm not pretty. Like it was a very like comparison thing.
Because you're tall?
Because I was tall. It was like a very
That's so
insecure.
backwards today, though,
It
you
was
know?
very insecure.
Yeah.
But I remember like I was talking to my mom and I was like, oh, like mine is longer.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that freaks me
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
And my mom told me, she goes, it's
love-
actually quite funny.
Gotta love Mama Flayton.
She told me, she was like, if I put on, she's like, if I put on like your dad's pants, they wouldn't fit me. She said, because they're not meant for me. They're meant for your dad. And she was like, you buy clothes for yourself that fit you and
Right.
make you feel beautiful and make you feel like the best that you can be. And she said, and all those girls are wearing the same outfit, but they can't wear each other's outfits because it's not for them. It doesn't fit them. And she was like, and you could try to put it on, but it's not going to look right and it's not going to feel right. Versus like this outfit was meant for you and it's made for you and its like purpose is to make you feel beautiful and make you do the best. Because I was ice skating, like I needed to be comfortable. And the way she's probably not gonna remember she said that, but it's always stuck with me because I was like, I'm like that's so right. I'm like that's so right because
So
like
good.
I
What a
can't
wise woman.
perform on the ice if I'm wearing the outfit that the other girls are wearing, and she also went off about how I'm beautiful and stuff because I'm her daughter and things. But it's true, like we're meant for like a bigger purpose, and like God made us in a very specific way.
here
And
we
if
go.
we try to like fit ourselves into other people's bodies and other people's lives, it's not gonna work out. It's not gonna work, and you're not gonna find joy and happiness in that. You could be happy at parts, but it's not gonna fulfill you in the way that like Jesus's plans are gonna fulfill you in. And so I often think about comparison. I think about that time because I was so anxious that I didn't look the same. But if I tried to, I would have failed completely because it didn't fit me.
So let's go,
Preach
Mama
it,
Flay.
Rachel. Jeez
Mama Flay, and she
Louise.
popped off with that.
That's like an app. That's like a application example that
Yeah.
people would use in sermons. Like I feel like that's how good it was. That was good.
Oh, thank you.
That was good. There you
That
go.
was all.
Guys,
That was all her.
Hashtag ice skating down in for Rachel. Come on. Now.
No, she's
I'm
no.
just
It was
kidding.
great.
Gotta
yeah.
love your mom though. Your
I've
mom's
used
cool.
I've used that like at my school, even like
So
when
good.
girls compare themselves and stuff. I'll have a girls come up to me and they'll be like, oh, my sweatshirt's not long enough or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, girl, buy the clothes that make you feel comfortable, make you feel beautiful. Because so
You know, and so kind of like applying that then to our seasons of life, right? It's like, so as a young adult, again, it's a very interesting time because it's such a broad age range, from people coming fresh out of high school to people in their late 20s, already maybe establishing their careers, but then like all along the way there's pockets of moments of time where you're just like, oh man, my buddy Joe is he's got
it's always like Bob, Joe, or Jim.
he's got this awesome job that I wanted to chase after, but I never got there. Or oh man, like I see all my friends getting married and having kids, but then I also wanted to talk about the other way around too.
Yeah.
Because like I catch myself, not that this is not what I'm saying. That
I pick up what you put.
Yeah,
down.
that you're not. I don't regret anything that has happened in the last 3 years.
It's enough.
It's so good, but that there's definitely moments where it's like you reminisce of the things that like you had before.
Yeah.
And so often you're like, oh man, like I wish I could just stay up all night, hanging out with friends and buddies. I can't do that now, because or like, oh man, I wish I had had the time to continue to build these relationships that I've lost because of my life circumstances have changed. And so what I'm saying is that not always is it that you wish that you had something that someone else had.
Yeah.
But sometimes you already have the things that someone else has, but then you're missing the things that you didn't have before.
Yeah.
Or that you had before that you didn't have. And so it's not, it's to say that like I feel like everybody in the young adults stage of life still have comparisons to everyone else within that range.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Even with older folks wishing something from the younger wishing something from the.
It doesn't end.
And it doesn't end. But that's the whole problem, right? Is that when we compare ourselves to other young adults, it doesn't help us in terms of satisfying our desires and needs and wants. It only shows us that we want those more, and it doesn't necessarily do anything.
Yeah.
And so it can be a very dangerous. I think like what you said before, like it can be good.
Yeah.
If you're looking at it as like from a standpoint of that's what I can achieve.
Yeah.
But then it becomes a problem when it's something that where it's not that's something I can achieve, but it's that's something I need to achieve.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though it's maybe not what the Lord wants for you.
Yeah.
But yeah. So.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm just saying comparisons can go both ways.
Yeah. I feel like we should end with this. There's it's making me think about how like when we were
Words are hard.
It's so, dude, I've talked to 208 kids today. It's like the intro day too, so it's the same thing.
Wait, what did you just do?
It's the intro day, so it's the same.
Words are tasty. That's what I thought.
Thank you. No, it's like every class was the same, and so I spent an hour saying the same thing.
Okay. Let me ask you a question though.
Yeah.
This is the teaching
I'm
question.
Scared.
So when you teach classes the same subject and it's the same, itinerary.
It's the only day where it's like that though.
I know, but like when you do you try to say the exact same thing, like word for word, or do you find yourself deviating a lot?
No, it depends. I have a slideshow.
Yeah.
So it's like the first day of school slideshow.
Yep.
So the beginning, once the slide enters the screen, it's word for word. It's locked in. But then it's the responses that kind of rabbit hole it. And because my brain goes everywhere at once, like we'll rabbit hole. Like today, you're actually in my slideshow.
I'm in your slideshow?
You and Graceland and Matthew are.
Oh my gosh.
There's a photo of like, it says like friends, and it's the photo of us at the Funko Pop store.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I put up on the screen, and a kid like his hand like shot up in the air, and he's like, "Those are Funko Pops!" And then we like rabbit holed into like Funko Pops.
Yeah.
So every class is different, but
and
then
that you respond.
and
to
then
their
I respond
action,
differently. But
reaction.
then once the next slide goes, it's the same.
Boom.
But it's only that first day because every class isn't the same.
Right.
It's just I'm the same. So I talk about who your teacher is. We do a warm up that's the same. We talk about the classroom, which is all the same.
Well, of course, all the rules.
All the rules and
Yep.
expectations, and then we end with like a about you thing. Sure. So it's all the same. Tomorrow,
could be different.
all the projects
Everything's
start, so it's
Yeah,
different.
so,
But
anyways, sorry, I had to just go on a little tangent.
Oh, yeah.
ADHD took over.
you're good.
So,
Oh
but-
no, I said end with this. This is what I think.
Okay.
I think this is a good spot to end with. Is how do we then stop comparing ourselves to others? I'm gonna give some helpful strategies
Here we go.
from Rachel.
Oh boy.
that have helped me.
Okay.
You can take it or leave it.
Rachel Street.
Strategy number 1 is I am a verbal processor.
Bam.
And
Yes.
so the things that I find myself comparing myself to or the people, and I'm really struggling with it, I need to write those down so I can see them.
There you go.
Because sometimes you can't get there.
Yeah.
And there are things I can't achieve, or there's things that, and this I'll see, like, you know, when you make a list where it's like, these are the things I want to do.
These are my goals.
And you're looking at it and you're like, that's not going to
It's
happen.
like it's almost like reading it aloud. It's
Yeah,
like
it's
you
like
can't
reading it out
process
loud.
it really, and then but
Yeah.
then as soon as you start reading it aloud,
Yeah.
it starts to make more sense.
Yeah, so my
At
tip
least for me
is,
it is.
My tip is write it down, the things you want to achieve. And then write down the things that you legitimately can achieve.
There you go.
Like with
There
Jesus.
you go. There you go.
And then also write down the things you have achieved.
There
Because
you
I
go.
think we often, like you said, we like reminisce.
Mm.
I think we often forget to like thank Jesus for the good things that he already did.
Yes, amen.
It's like in the season of you waiting for your job, like you got married and you like thanked the Lord for that and you had a baby. Like that's amazing. And along the way, like you praise Jesus and you thank him for providing for you. And then you thank him for the things to come, not for that specific thing. And I think that's where like it's helped me the most is like if there's something that I want to achieve, I'm not going to be like, thank you, Lord, for that job that you are going to get me.
Yeah.
It's instead, thank you, Lord, for continuing to guide me in this next season. Like, I'm trusting in you. And even if it's in your brain, like Loki, sometimes I'll be praying. He knows too, because he's God. But he, like, I'll be thinking one thing and I'll verbally say something that sounds better. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like I want healing over my body, but I don't want to ask for it. But in my head, I'm asking for it, but verbally, I'm like, God, you're working. And then I like in my head, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? It's like you have to stop and you have to legit be like, oh my gosh, no, Rachel. Like in your brain, like everything about me is just gonna surrender
But I
this
think,
to Jesus.
but I also do think that's like an ADHD thing, though.
Oh, for sure.
Like, because there's
For
so many
sure.
thoughts in our heads.
Yeah,
you know?
but it's like once I allow myself to fully surrender that to the Lord
There you go.
and be like, God, you got it.
There you go.
It's like I wrote it out. I saw those things I want to achieve, and now I'm just surrendering it to you. And if it happens, it happens
That's
because
right.
it's your plan. And so I think those are my 2 tips that I'm like, that's worked for me. I'm still working through it.
See if
There's
that'll work
still
for you.
things-
Come on
There's
now.
still things, but that's how I've
There you go.
kind of leaned into the idea of not comparing. Also, if you find yourself in a rabbit hole online, comparing
off.
yourself, get off.
Get
it.
off. Uh-huh.
The thing,
100%.
what is it? The app, you can like time it now, like on Instagram
Oh.
and stuff. I just learned this.
I
By the
didn't
way,
know-
this is something that's been around for a while.
You can time and
But
then
you
it'll-
can time it, and so you can only be on it for like 15 minutes, and then it locks.
Oh, I didn't know. Like,
apps.
is that only on Apple? Like, is
I
that,
don't know. I don't know how to use it, but someone's gonna teach me.
That's pretty cool.
Because you can like lock apps where like you can only go on it for a certain amount of time, and you can give the code to someone else, so you can't type it in.
There you go. There you go.
So like I have friends that like their spouses do it.
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea.
And then like Grayson would only know.
yeah,
the
that's
code.
a great idea.
So then you actually have to go to her and be like, I want to go on Instagram.
And
You type the
she'll be-
code
and
in.
she'll
And
be
she'll
like,
be like, no.
No.
So like if the thing is like really pestering you and you're like, oh, I can't, I just am comparing, then get off it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, 100%. And that goes for a lot of things too.
Oh yeah.
Like, I mean, the social media and news and all that stuff. It's just it's brain rotting.
It's
you know,
draining.
for sure.
Yeah.
You know, I will say this. For me, I'm definitely not as organized as Rachel. Rachel definitely has it down to
It's a
T.
different
I don't
kind of
journal. I don't. It's a different type. Yeah, it's a different type of ADHD. Like for me, I think that for me, it's more just like, it's just processing it like, with somebody.
Yeah.
So talking to somebody about it, having a mentor, having a pastor that you can trust, who knows God, loves God, and then kind of going from there. And I just want to say this one last thing too, is that when we're in a season where we may not necessarily like that we're in, or maybe that we were hoping that we'd be in a different season of life. I was just sharing this with a buddy of mine that I was just talking to, that because he's been going through a lot of stuff, and this last year was really crazy for him. Like like job change, all that good stuff, family change, marital stuff, and he's not necessarily in the spot that he would have imagined himself to be even just last year. And I told him, I'm like, don't take this season as a season that you hope that you'd be somewhere and you just kind of like are slumped about it. But take this as a season of opportunity. Yeah, it's not where you want to be. It's not there may be things that you wish could be different, but the fact is that doesn't change.
Yeah.
But what does change is that now you have a clean slate in front of you.
Yeah.
Where now the expectations that you once had in your brain,
Yeah.
right? It's not gonna, if it's not where it is, then it's a blank sheet of paper.
Yeah.
So what can you do with that blank sheet of paper,
Yeah.
and take advantage of this opportunity to grow,
Yeah.
to be closer to God, find new hobbies, find new passions.
Yeah.
How are you going to grow in this season without necessarily growing in what season you'd expect yourself to be in?
Yeah.
Right? Let's say, you don't have the job that you wanted this year, but you have an opportunity there. Well, at the job that you're at, how can you be fulfilled in that? Whether that's to build connections there, to maybe rise in the ranks and get promotions, or maybe it's to be able to share the gospel with people that you work with. Whatever it may be, how can you take this opportunity of a season that you may not necessarily want to be in, but the fact is that you have now a bunch of space because there is no expectation. How do you take that as an opportunity to grow yourself, whether that's faith, life, work, whatever it may be? So
That's good.
yeah, be encouraged. Be encouraged. Again, kind of going back to Proverbs 16 there. We have our desires, but it is God who puts in our path.
Yeah.
So, but with all that said, guys, we're moving on to our last segment of the podcast, of the cast. And that's our question of the month. But
We changed it up.
we changed it up, guys.
We've processed the question of the month a bit, and we're thinking, instead of asking a question about the future pod, we would love to hear your thoughts about this pod and kind of be in more of like a community conversation type of thing.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. We hope that it goes well.
Yeah.
Because we would love to hear from you.
Yeah.
So
yeah. If you're watching, like, take some just quick.
Yeah.
Take quick time to answer this question.
Yeah.
And that is?
before I say it.
Oh, before you said it.
When this drops on the Insta and the YouTube and all the things, our story on Instagram will have a question. That's our question of the month, and it's going to follow the podcast. So we encourage you to first listen to the pod or watch the pod, and then once you do, respond, because I think it's fresh in our brains then, like, after I'm done talking to you, like, everything's just like fresh in your head. And so we would love to hear from you, like, as you were listening or as you were walking as you were walking, like, how is the Lord responding? Like, how is your brain working and moving? Because then we want to respond to you and have an ongoing conversation.
Come on, guys.
Edel. You could message us,
ma'am.
You could just respond in the story. If it's longer, message us.
If you're watching on YouTube, comment down in the comments below.
We would love to hear from you.
But this question is, let me scroll.
Bam.
It's what do you need to do to let go of something that the Lord is leading you in? And I'll write it in better. But basically, like, what is the thing that's holding you back from following the Lord's plan? Or maybe it's what is something that you need to let go of so that the Lord can move. And so just be processing that, be thinking about it.
Yeah, we'd love to hear your answers and
Yeah.
love to walk through, this season of life with you. Because at the end of the day, we're all young adults just trying to figure out life.
Yep.
And so we want to walk with you.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
and we want you to walk with us. Again, we're not, professionals. We're not pastors of any sorts.
No.
But what we can do is walk with each other.
We'll talk through with you. We can't promise to give you solutions.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But we do want to do life with you and encourage you and receive encouragement too. So
Yeah. Well, Rachel, would you like to close us out in some prayer?
I would love to close us out in some prayer.
Nice.
Yep. All right. Let's pray.
Why was that so awkward?
don't know.
Anyways.
I don't know. Jesus, thank you for today, Lord. Thank you for just another podcast and a time to just talk more about you and how you want to kind of guide us in the different things in our lives that we are walking through. Thank you for how you're working in our lives, in the podcast and the community of it. God, you have a bigger way than what we can even imagine. And we just want to run forward into that with you. We just want to allow you to work and we want to surrender that to you. So thank you. We love you. In Jesus' name, amen.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.